Welcome back to the channel, Hermione and King Charlie's Resort. So yesterday I figured out a way. Well, first let me back up. Let me say I'm thankful to my parents for teaching me how to problem solve. And I guess everybody that knows me personally calls me the twin version of my dad, which we did look exactly alike. But I stood out here and studied this cement pile for a while, and it came to me to try something, and it actually worked. So my sister and I always joke about how my dad will sit and stare at a project and think about it and then come up with a way to do it. My dad was a brilliant man. So what I did is I figured these concrete bags, if you look here, you see this one says 80 pounds. So I'm thinking that's 80 pounds dry. If it's wet and rock hard, I would think it would be heavier. I don't know, just assuming. Come here, Charlie. Think he's getting into something. Come here, Charlie. Treat. So, sorry about that, guys. I think he was getting into something. He's away from me on the other side of the property. Here he comes. If you can see him. There he goes. So, I'm going to demonstrate what I did. So I thought, use what you have. So I'm using these blocks to break up the hard blocks that are down there. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's been working. So I've gotten this pile broken down, and eventually I'll have them in pieces or chunks that I can actually lift. So I'm going to show you guys a demonstration. And then Charlie was naughty yesterday, so I want to tell you guys about that before I show my demonstration. So I was out here working on these rocks, and Charlie came over here and decided to eat my hibiscus. I hope I'm zooming into it. Yeah, so look at that. He broke the stalk off, shredded the leaves down. There's still a stalk there and still some new leaves, so hopefully it'll rebound. But yeah, that's what he did. So then I panicked and went in and found out it's not toxic to dogs. At least that kind of hibiscus that I have. So yeah, I was not pleased with him. And now he's standing here. Charlie, get out of here. Go, Charlie. I don't want him to get hurt with anything flying. Go, Charlie. Get. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can prop you guys up and do a demonstration. I don't know if the vibration will be too much and probably knock the phone down, but we'll see what we can do. So let's see. I think I need to flip you guys around or no. Well, I'm trying to think how to do this. Because if I put you up that way, you're going to see the outside. I want you to see inside. So, I don't know how to do this. I need the camera facing to this pile. Don't know if this will work. You might not even see the shot. It might cut my phone off. Not sure, but we're going to try this. I don't know if you can see. We're going to try this. Hopefully you guys will be able to see. If not, oh well, just believe me, it works. So what I do is I take one of the slabs that was already on the pallet, so I didn't have to lift it, and I use it as weight and leverage to break up one of these that's already down here. So I slide it into place, and then I just do the repetitive lift and drop motion, and it cracks the block, either the one that I'm lifting and dropping, or it cracks the one that's down here. Because when this concrete stayed out here and absorbed all the moisture, it left cracks in it. So that's why they tell you can't use concrete. It's not structurally sound if it's has moisture in it. So that was a benefit. If you want to look at a positive side, it was a benefit that it did suck up all that moisture, because then you have all these cracks. So what I do is I lift it up and drop, lift it up and drop, lift it up and drop. And you can see the cracks forming. Occasionally, I have to slide it back up for leverage. But again, I'm not lifting anything. Lift it and drop. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. You guys get the picture? And then look how it broke this block all the way into. There you have it. So, less work for me. It's still a little physical, but it's not like I'm straining and trying to lift things. So let's see if we can get this piece off. Now, it's not going to break it all the way, but I figured out as I toss them or drop them, they break down even further. So I only have 3 bags left that I'll need to break. And this pallet, I think, started at like 15 to 20 bags. I'm not sure. But yeah. So let's see if we can break off another piece. Slide it back up for some more leverage. And look, this piece is coming off. It just came loose. It just broke free. Look at that. Another piece. All right. So at least I showed you guys my demonstration. I'm going to pick you back up. I hope that recorded it. If not, I'm still going to post the video anyway. I'm kind of proud of this discovery, invention, or progress. So, yeah, we're going to keep at it. And we're going to get this cleaned up. I'm telling you guys. So I want to take a picture. This section right here, I'm not saying all of it. I'm going to have this space cleaned by the fall. Hopefully by the end of the summer, but it depends on how hot it gets, and it gets really hot and humid here in Virginia. Hey, Charlie! King Charlie's back there. So it depends on how hot it gets and how much I can come out and work between the heat and humidity. And I'm out of breath, and we'll get this cleaned up. We'll get this section cleaned up. I want to use these boulders for landscaping projects and rocks around the resort. In this space, since it's away from any wires or trees, is where I want to install or set up a fire pit. But I want a wood burning fire pit. I'm going to try to create something on my own first before I decide to buy anything. So yeah, I'm also knocking down my bags of pine straw. I told you all these spring projects for the resort. I took 4 bags out to the front. I'm going to break those down and put the straw out. My mulch pile is almost gone. And I'll probably do the pine straw later today or tomorrow because it's a little warm. I might just do it tomorrow. But yeah, because those pine straw bags stretched all the way out to here. So I'm going to get all this cleaned up. I had over here, if you see all this fresh dirt laying over here, this was a muddy patch. It's so slippery. We got a lot of rain on Wednesday, and I came out here and actually slipped and fell. So dangerous. So I scraped all the mud off so it won't be slippery when it gets wet. So, and we'll take a look back here at the fern. I think our fern's still doing really good. See what Charlie's doing. He got away from me again. I don't see him. So our fern that we planted last Saturday, so today is actually a week, it's still looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. But I told you in a video yesterday, I did some research and found out when you take those wild ferns and plant them, you need to plant them in compost and dirt. So like a combination. So they have the environment that they're used to growing and thriving in. So I want to replant that one. And then we have a lot more around the resort that we're going to dig up and plant to see if we can actually get house plants out of those. So let's walk back over on this side of the property and let's see. I'll show you where we have more of those ferns. We even have some in the front. Charlie! I don't know where King Charlie's gotten to. We're not used to this kind of space. In my last house, you could see the entire backyard no matter where you were. This property is so big, Charlie can get out of my sight quite easily. So yeah, what I was showing you guys, there's some more ferns back here that I want to put in pots as well and see if we can get those growing. So a lot of work to do on this side, but I'll get to it. I did come out and deadhead or cut off the azaleas yesterday because I want to keep them small. And here is my hibiscus that's coming back from last year. So yeah, it was kind of crowding out the hibiscus, so I cut the tops off and I just need to clean up that mess. Let's see if I can find King. Oh, there he is. Come on, Charlie. We're going to go in the house and I can take a look at this video and hopefully get it uploaded. I hope it shows how I'm breaking up the rocks, starting my rock quarry. So, yeah, I was pretty proud of myself when I figured that out yesterday. Great idea. And now I can lift them on my own. And see, there's one on the ground there that has a lot of cracks in it. That was before I figured out that process. So I'll probably go back and break that one up even more. And then the little pea gravel that's in it, I want to sort and pick that out. And then I can have pea gravel to put in my Zen garden when I build that. And my Zen garden, I think I'm going to put it in this secluded spot over here on the property where my plant station is. I think this is where I'm going to make my Zen garden. Because if I go to that corner, I have a neighbor right there, right here. And then I have a neighbor right here. So to be, oops, I think you can see I have a neighbor right there. But so I can be away, completely away from everyone. This will be the best corner. I'll put my Zen garden back here. But I think that probably won't be until next summer, spring and summer. Because again, remember, I was giving you guys the updates on this wall, the sound wall. And I don't know what kind of work they're doing. I don't know if they're going to come in and replace this wall. And I'd hate to put something back there and create it, and then it gets destroyed by the maintenance on the wall. So we'll probably wait for that. But yeah, I'm going to go in and take a break. Out of breath. I think I caught my breath a little bit. I'm going to go in and get me some water, chill out, watch a little bit of YouTube. Look for some gardening ideas or landscaping ideas that I can do with those rocks or with those blocks of concrete. And we'll come back out later. And look, these are blooming. This one right here, I guess, is about, 4 feet tall? Because I'm 5'3", and it's up to my chest. So, yeah, we got more flowers coming. I think these are orange. I think these might be orange too. I don't remember. But yeah, we still got some climbing clematis flowers that are going to come out. Hopefully they'll come out the same time that these bloom. That'll be some pretty colors over here. And then also I think this is a hosta. It has something that's about to bud out. So hopefully that'll come up and have a pretty tall stalk with a flower. And then we'll have a few different colors on this wall. Okay. Oh, and I forgot also I think this is a hydrangea. I can see the buds coming out on that. All right, so we're going to go in for a minute. Sit down. There's King Charlie over there looking for the salamanders. I know they're like, oh my Lord, I wish this dog would leave us alone. So he's over there looking for him. He must have seen him. We're going to head in, take a break. We'll talk to you later, guys. Bye. See you next time on the resort. Bye.